Look at how cool we are.
It's not cool if you have to say it out loud.
Very contemplative man. It's contemplating how much he's gonna miss monkeys. Is that right?
Close. I was thinking about monkeys.
You were thinking about monkeys? Where are they?
I don't know.
All the healthy jamus and coconut drinks and stuff. They're out to play. Oh, they're getting in a fight. Hey, friend. What up, dude? And all the little kids. That's so cute. Mommy and the baby. That is very cute. Wow. They're all out today. Please don't come here.
Let's get away from the coconut.
Oh, he wanted the coconut. Okay, I thought he wanted my phone. I love these monkeys so much. They're so cute. Is he gonna climb up on you? No? That is so cute. Oh gosh, I have to take a picture. Oh. Is it really dead?
No, I guess it's not dead.
That's so funny. A store or a yoga studio? Or maybe too small for a yoga studio. Yeah. You guys, quick update from the bed. So, I have had a bit of an issue this past week. After some, so 2 days ago, today is Friday, December 20th. So 2 days ago on Wednesday, Andrew and I had some cuddle time, after which I felt the first, and like I was just lying down like this on the bed, I felt my belly do a somersault. And it was so startling to me because I've never felt my belly do a somersault. Okay, so 20 weeks, baby's doing a somersault, which is normal at 20 weeks to do the first somersault ever. That's what the baby did. And I was like, oh my God, what just happened? And then I like went about my day forgetting about it. But as I was going through my day, I started to feel like it just really sensitive on my bladder. Like I just feel like I need to pee the whole time, but then when I go pee, like it's just never ending. Like I just keep needing to pee. And throughout the day, I'm feeling this somersault thing happening over and over and over again. I'm like, okay, like what is going on in my belly? I'm not used to this. I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to like do like a workout, because when I do workouts, it like tightens the muscles, and I'm like, maybe it's going, like maybe the baby somersaulted into a position where she's like kicking my bladder, and that's really, really uncomfortable because like I keep feeling like I need to pee even if I don't really need to pee. And so I decided to do a workout, to try to get her out of that position. So I started doing this like crazy pregnancy workout that's like really intense, like jumping jacks, and you shouldn't really be doing crazy jumping jacks, but like I was really trying to shake this baby out of that position and like just going crazy and like twisting my body and all these things, and to no avail. I'm go to the bathroom, and not only do I still have that like sensation where I really need to pee, even when there's no pee left, I notice some blood. And I was like, oh my gosh, I ruined the baby. And then I freaked out. I was like, I come out, I'm like, oh my God, Andrew, like, I think I ruined the baby. Like, I went to the bathroom and there's spotting, and like, he was like, oh my gosh, like, what is it? And like, could it be this? Could it be that? We spent the past 2 days trying to see if we should rule out a UTI. And then because like the thing is that like bleeding is one of the signs of a UTI. And like it wasn't heavy enough bleeding that it would be like a problem with the baby or the placenta. So like I thought, okay, so it's just very light bleeding. So it's like, maybe it's like a cervical thing or like problem with the, like an infection, which would be still very dangerous to have an infection down there, you know, when you're pregnant. So, and also because like when I was peeing, like it was just kind of sensitive, and the whole time since that day, it's just been so sensitive to walk around, because like every time, because this baby like has been just doing nonstop somersaults. Like I'm not even, like literally right now I'm like lying down here and I'm feeling my belly, and I just feel like boop, 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 boop. Like she's moving. Like she learned how to move and is excited to just keep doing it. And so anyways, like when I walk too much, like even for like a few minutes, if I'm like on my feet too much, then it starts to like really put pressure on my bladder, and that pee thing starts happening again. So anyways, past few days, I've just been talking back and forth with the doulas from the birthing center, and like doctor, gynecologist, and like we went in there this morning for the UTI exam, and it turns out it was not a UTI, and it's actually healing, like it's getting better, and the more I rest like horizontally without pressure on my bladder, the better it gets. But they did find some traces of blood in my urine, which it sounds like it might have been, I might have like done something to aggravate my urethra that day. Like, so my bladder, my urethra, like something in there was aggravated, and I just shook it up to, like, I basically was like way too violent with it, and then on top of that, the baby kicking it like aggravated it even more. And like basically, so I'm just trying to rest and not put too much pressure on it until it gets better, because it is healing. But yeah, if you're 20 weeks pregnant and you like feel somersaults and stuff, try to like give it a lot of rest and don't do anything crazy to further aggravate it, because your body is not used to somersaults happening on your bladder. Your body is not used to somersaults happening on your bladder. So if you're having somersaults on your bladder, which is very typical at 20 weeks, try to like lay low until your body gets used to it a little bit more. And don't do crazy physical activities in the meantime. And if you do, don't be crazy startled if you see some blood, because it doesn't necessarily mean that anything happened to your baby. It just means that you probably injured yourself very minorly. And you'll have to like lay down in bed for it a while until it goes away. Cool. I'm gonna go back to watching TikToks now. I've just been reflecting a little bit on my journey here on my in Andrew's journey here, like to get to this point in life, and like there's so much that both of us have evolved and developed in our own different ways. And for me, honestly, I have spent so long in a state of like crazy fight or flight panic. I don't even know, like I really feel like looking back, I'm actually really glad that I isolated myself from so many people, because I don't know how much worse it could have been if other people were like close to me during that time, you know? Like I self-isolated, and I know a lot of people when they're like, oh my gosh, I self-isolated during this crazy heavy time in my life. I am so regretful of all the relationships I missed out on because I was too busy being wrapped up in my own problems or whatever. But like, honestly, looking back, imagine if I didn't self-isolate. Like, imagine if I was still connected with like every single person that I was ever connected with on an intimate level while I was going through these mental crises. There were mental crises. Like, I was literally put on the equivalent of lithium. That's what the psychiatrist put me on. Lithium, okay? So like lithium equivalent. So that's an antipsychotic. That's an anti-seizure medication. Like, you're put on that because you're crazy. And yeah, like I got off of it and everything became fine, and I really like did the work to heal and become better and all that stuff. But like, holy shit, like imagine if I was still trying to do like intimate relationships with a lot of people while that was happening. Like, imagine just how much worse it would have been. Like, fortunately for me, the only intimate relationship that I really like allowed into my personal bubble while this stuff was happening was Andrew. And even Andrew, I like tried to push him out so many times, you know, because I was like, didn't want, but like ultimately I realized I literally just can't do this without Andrew. If you can self-isolate, like if you can do it without completely losing your will to live, there is actually a huge benefit to that. I really, you know, I really don't think people appreciate isolation enough when it comes to being on your healing journey and like figuring yourself out without the noise. Like, you can be surrounded by the most amazing people when you're trying to heal, but those people are humans, and if you're going through a crazy fight or flight time in your life and crazy chaotic energy, those people can like amplify it. They can get wrapped up in your shit, and it can just amplify everything you're experiencing, and the consequences can be so much larger than if you were just having a manic episode in the private confines of your own room. So like, yeah, like, but life is too short to not spend it with those you love. No. Life is too short to not live the way you want to live and to not live and grow to your fullest potential. You put yourself first. If that means experiencing it with other people, then great. But like, at least in my case, I really do not regret self-isolating. I really don't. I feel like self-isolating is how I've been able to really focus on myself while healing and growing, and without worrying about the social implications of my healing and growing, and just having one person to worry about, which is Andrew, is so much easier than worrying about like a lot of people. Just having one person to worry about. And you know what? That person has like a first-hand witnessing party to like all of my shit. So like, he grows with me too. And like, you know, I have so it's like, it's just so much less stimulation, so much less stuff to worry about. I would recommend it. Self-isolating. There is a dragon fruit tree. I didn't know that's how dragon fruits grow. There's another one, dragon fruit. Wow. They're just all barking together. Star of the show. It says, good morning, enjoy your smoothie bowl.
Because I think that actually has a profound effect. And it causes a lot of stress when people start self-diagnosing and going down rabbit holes and researching for hours and hours and hours. I think it's really important to get a diagnosis as soon as possible and kind of solidify what it is in your mind, make a plan to deal with it, because if it's up in the air and it's a question, it will just drive you insane.
Yeah, I really thought my bladder was falling out of my vagina.
You did.
And it's a thing that happens. It's not even crazy. Like I was watching a few videos of some pregnant women. They have that. Their bladder falls out. It's called a prolapsed bladder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's very important to get a good common sense handle on what's happening to you. And it will bring down your stress so much if you can just figure out what it is. Leaving it up in the air and self-diagnosing will just drive you insane.
So go to the doctor.
If you can, go to the doctor, but you need to be informed yourself, right? So you need to learn about what's happening, understand your symptoms accurately. That's a big, huge step, because if you start throwing in symptoms that aren't accurate just to match a diagnosis that you're looking up, that's when the problems start.
Yeah.
So, and then once you arm yourself with the reality of what's going on, then go to the doctor and be inquisitive and questioning and be the gatekeeper of your own health, right?
Yeah.
But get it figured out. Get an idea of what's going on. Like, don't wait. Don't sit in bed and scroll and read Reddit for 7 hours about prolapsed bladders, and go to the doctor and get it taken care of. I know for me, and when I have medical stuff too, I'm totally guilty of scrolling and looking at symptoms and trying to self-diagnose, and it's harmful. It causes a great deal of stress. All right, so this is our one and only Christmas present from our good friends Renske and Ryan. So we actually get to feel Christmassy in Bali. Go for it, baby, go.
Okay. All right. Can you take it horizontally? Okay. I'm so excited. Thank you. Oh my god! It's perfect! This is perfect! It's so cute!
Yeah. It's from Nifty?
It's big!
Yeah. It's a Dutch brand, or two Dutch brands.
Wow! This is so cute!
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. I just have to get as much footage of you as I possibly can because you're really popular. In 20 years, when our biggest fans are watching this video, also known as our future children, they'll be watching this video. Very important. Hello, future children. What do you want to say to our future children?
I love you.
How do you know you love them? What if they're total pricks?
I would still love them. Of course they'll be total pricks. I'm sure they will have done so much stuff by now, gotten in so much trouble, caused so much trouble, but I love them very much now as well.
You hear that? This is for the record.
It's for the record.
Pizza time. Oh yeah. Andrew is looking up something really important. Andrew has a lot on his mind these days. Oh, español. Eating pizza. No, nothing. And we're gonna watch Batman.
take the badminton in custody. I'm